Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to Factorio 1.0 for episode 129, where I've been sitting around for a while, hoping that my research consumption levels would go up, or stabilize at least. And over the last 10 minutes, we do have 2,000 of each science being used. Over the last hour, we are not there yet. A problem is though, that for the last 5 minutes our space science consumption has actually been lower than it was for the first half, so this might drop down to 1900 soon. And it seems like it is space science that is the limiting factor here. Everything else is backed up right now. Mainly because I added some machines to yellow science and to green science. Purple science might also need more machines at some point, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. We need to increase space science. At least that's what it seems like. Also over the last minute, yeah, we have only consumed 1900. So yeah, we need to launch more rockets. And of course that requires more low density structure, which would limit the yellow science production then. But if we start by launching more rockets, everything else should balance out afterwards when space science gets backed up. So let's try it at least. So let's get away from that rocket, that's loud. Do we not have any more rocket silos here? Did I bring them all back? Or are they in the system somewhere? No, I brought them back to the robot production area apparently. So we need to go and fetch one more. We do only need one more though, because then the build will basically be saturated at all times. Which would be 2700 science per minute. All of the resources actually seems like they're doing great. I did add one more train for one of the cover depots. I don't think it was needed, but it was just to be sure. So yeah, everything is basically as in the last episode. And let's just go home. We also need more rocket control units and satellites and rocket fuel, but it seems like we have enough. Why is this not prioritized? I think it should be, but whatever. We can take care of that later. For now, let's grab a rocket silo. Done. And go back, I guess. Now for the need for extra low density structure. We do have extra copper on the bus. This line is not used at all. We have another 5 or 6 belts here. So 14 in total. That's plenty of extra copper. For steel though, we only have 3 lines, but that might also be enough. Maybe we have more on the side. Yeah, one more, so 5 belts. Let's get away from the center of all these belts. It slows everything down. Well, it's slowed down out here as well, apparently. Oh well. more attacks, that's fine. We should get rid of most of the fighters soon. A lot of the bases has actually been exterminated, so it is just a matter of time and scanning more stuff. So this goes in first. This goes in last, right? Oh, it goes in separately. So up here. So loud. I mean, it makes sense that a rocket launch is loud, it's just a bit annoying in this case. You need to go in here. Come on. Another launch. And then it is low density structure. In here. So let's prioritize those as well. Oh, we're actually entirely out of the stuff at some points. Is that because we have low inputs, or is it just because we use it all for the rockets? These seem to be full at all times, so it's not bad. It's just that when we've launched the rocket, all of it goes into this, of course. That makes sense. Is that too much of a fluctuating supply? I'm not sure. So nothing gets to the yellow signs right now, which of course is a problem, but we are backed up on the belt. Some of the machines are even backed up, so they can live for a little while without slowing down. And then again, when the space science belt is actually saturated, we will start letting more low density structure through again. So the first launch from the new rocket silo. I guess we should go work on more low density structure as well. Because there are some optimizations we can do down here. This belt is being backed up for some reason at some point in time. So is this one, I think. And I think it's just a matter of them trying to get into machines that are not being saturated with plastic. So yeah, these machines aren't really using any, or a lot of copper. So if we just, well then, we are really limited by the plastic, right? But we shouldn't be. There are a few holes in this plastic. Oh, that is also being backed up at some points. How is that possible? So these back machines aren't using everything because they don't get enough copper. Maybe we shouldn't limit our throughput here. what we're actually trying to do. Let's redo this, or some of it at least. So at this point in time, we shouldn't have more cover on this build anyway. So now this goes into there. Oh, let's go be a bit more consistent here. Go there. Good. Is that really all? So all of these spells are being used, except here, because we don't have enough plastics. So we might need to balance the belts, plastic belt more. Is that possible in this setup? Please stop. Oh no. Really? We need to go take care of that. We should also just fix this first. And fix it here. Make sure that it gets all the way, because we don't want to be too starved on cover. Stop it! Oh, god dang it. Go there. You should go here. Arr! Stupid biter. For my next playthrough, I'm sure I will add a mod that lets me filtrate the air. I don't want to keep playing without biters, that just seems stupid. But being able to filtrate the air and not put out this much pollution is just a good idea. And something Factorio did. Okay, thank you. Let's put some defenses up around here, I guess. Need more walls, probably more turrets soon as well. Don't need too many defenses here, just enough to cover it. Okay. Oh. Good, good. Prices averted. So back up to the low density structure production. This is really not the best build I've ever made. I'm not sure how the last part can be staffed for, or can it be backed up on plastic when the first part was not. Did we not switch over to the correct one at the right time? Maybe the problem simply is that we sent any extras onwards. So this is when we start using the inner belt, right? So for this machine, there's 45 machines in that direction and 45 machines in that direction, so they should be equal. Let's put you to manual so you don't occupy the station. Okay, so with enough plastic, these machines are actually enough because they can already use all of the copper, except where they don't have enough plastic, of course. How many machines is that? Here, 80. So that's 10 machines per line of cover. Let's cut this off. And after 40 machines we should switch to the other plastic line. So here. Now these two are supplied by the same stuff, which I guess is a bit unfortunate, but whoop. Thank you, autosave. So there might still be a small problem, but not really, because we don't get anything from this build anymore anyway. It has all been used. Maybe we need to ensure that these two belts of plastic are always full, because we have some non-used plastic belts out here anyway. So should make sure that the inner belt is always full. Whoops, that's the wrong way around. And we should always be using this belt. And then we can make sure that number 2 is always full. Because yeah, we do get errors or holes still. When there's holes in both of them, I guess. So this should help with that. And yeah, now we started using this belt instead of this belt. Maybe we should not input prioritize. Actually, that makes a bit more sense. That was the output, sorry. Because we have some belts that are not being used. We should rather back off all of them. That should mean that they're all always full. And it does. Good. So now we have enough plastic. Steel should always be full. Always also be full, sorry. So we have some of these that don't get enough copper, that's okay. As long as they have enough steel and plastic. And then we can basically tear down this last part. So we don't need anything after this. Now, how come we don't get enough plastic down here? It's just a matter of time. Two belts of plastic should be the exact needed number for 8 belts of copper. Yes. 1 to 4. 2 to 8. This is a bit weird. Unless we have some backed up somewhere. Let's have a look at the belts. Are they running full speed at all times? Steel is not, but that is also... We have a bit too much steel actually, so that's fine. How can we be using more plastic in these machines than we have copper available for it? That really seems weird to me. Oh, now we're actually starting to use all of the copper, it seems. That would make my world sane again. But now it's starting to back up again. but at least not a lot. Good, so now we seem to have done the right thing here. Let's clean up down here. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Let's just make sure that we are somewhat sane here. Always have 5 inserters, oh splitters, sorry. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. For some reason I thought that number would be even, but I would think we needed 40. Oh, did I didn't calculate or count in the first 5 for that. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I'm just slow and stupid and everything. Good, good. We can start with the second or the other side. Okay, and then we've got everything else off. And then halfway down, we use the other plastic belt. So this should be the same place down here, right? Yeah, it is good. Hopefully at this point our rocket silos have also managed to even out with yellow signs. Nope, something is very wrong here. I guess we're lacking. Oh, are we actually low on something? No. But we don't have enough rocket fuel, really? How is that possible? Oh well, we'll have to look into that in the next episode, I guess. I thought we were about to wrap this series up, but we still have stuff to do. Let's just make sure that this is somewhat sane. Oh, screw the robots. So we already balanced the plastic. Are these two belts of plastic always full? Yes, they are. Good. So I think we accomplished what we wanted here. We can actually remove all of these. The few that were there. Good. This should add for a bit more of a steady supply and higher supply of low density structure. So that much is good at least. And we'll look into the rocket launches next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.